Welcome back. JavaScript has some built-in functions that we can basically apply directly on arrays, and these are called methods. There are countless array methods in JavaScript. In this video, we will learn some basic array methods. I am taking this fruits array as an example from the last lecture. Copy and then paste here. Oops. Now let us start with a method called push. Push method adds element to the end of an array. Let us see how fruits dot push. I am giving here mango. Here the push is a function. We can see that by these parentheses. It is a function that we call, and we call that function really attached to the fruits array itself. That's the dot here. Let's check in console. Reload. Here see, it displayed mango in the last end of the array. Here we displayed apple, banana, grapes, and here we pushed the method that is mango at the end. So it displayed here. Here the push function not only adds the value to the array but also returns a value, and the value that it returns is the length of a new array. So if we want to save that value, we need to create a new variable. Here I am creating a new variable to save the value. New length equal, and then here write console.log new length, and then reload here. Displayed 4. In most of the situation we just push an element and call it because we don't need the length of the array. By using this variable here we will get the count. And now this is push method is for adding elements in the end of the array, and now we have method to add elements to the beginning of the array, that is unshift method. Right fruits dot unshift. I'm giving here papaya, and then console.log fruits. Then reload here. See, it added papaya at the beginning of the array, papaya, and so this is the usage of unshift method. And here this one also returns a value, and if we want to store that in a new variable you can. And for removing elements from arrays, here we have a pop method. This is basically opposite of push method. Will remove the last element of an array. So let's write here. I'm writing here fruits dot pop, and here we don't need to pass any argument because it doesn't need any information. It is removing, so we don't need to pass any argument. And then console.log fruits, and then check here, reload. See, papaya, apple, banana, grapes, and this mango is popped. So it is removed the last element because of pop method. And again this pop method returns somewhere else, but this one doesn't return the length of the new array. Instead of that, it returns the removed elements. For that, let's write here. Here we need to write const popped equal fruits.pop, and then write here console.log popped. Then reload. Here see it displayed the mango that is removed from the array and that is stored in popped, so that is displayed in here mango. This is the usage of pop. It removed the last element from the array, and here it doesn't return the length of the new array. Instead of that, it returns the removed elements. Okay. And now let's remove the first element. For that, I am writing fruits dot. Here the method is shift. Here also we don't need to pass any arguments. Console.log fruits. See, this shift method removes the first element of the array. Let's see that. Here see the papaya is removed from the array because of the shift method, and here it displayed apple, banana and grapes. Now here in this shift method also it will display the removed ones, and see that one also. Const, I am giving the variable name shifter equal fruits, and then console.log shifted. Now reload and then see displayed papaya. What it removed, that is displayed here. Next there is a method tells us in which position a certain element is in the array. For that, here there is a method called index of, and now I am writing that console.log fruits dot index of banana. I am giving banana. See, it displayed 1. So the banana's place is 0, 1. That is displayed here. And now I will show you one of the example that console.log fruits index of I am giving the name without the array, so that is pineapple. And see the result. Reload here. See here it displayed -1 because -1 means the given element is not available in the array. So the displayed -1. And now here similar to this index of, we have a modern ES6 method called includes. And instead of returning the index of the elements, we'll simply return true if the element is available in the array, or not means false. Let's write here console.log fruits dot includes. I'm writing here mango. Let's reload. And now this is false. Here we have only apple, banana, grapes. And now I am giving one of the element that is available in the array. I'm giving the name banana. And now reload. And then see it displayed true. And now I'm giving above one of the name guava, and then reload. Here it displayed false because we don't have guava. And now here the includes method works as a strict equality. And now if we push here and then we enter console this, then also we will get false statement only, because it works as strict equality property and type coercion is not included here. And now we can use this includes to conditionals, and here write if fruits dot includes. I'm giving grapes. Console.log grapes soaring taste. Okay. And now we all are familiar with the if statements. If the condition is true, it goes to display the block. If the condition is false, it goes to else. Now here grapes, it checked if condition checks that the grapes is in here the array or not. If it is true, it displays the grapes are sour in taste. Here see that it displayed the grapes are sour in taste. And now I am giving here another one. I am giving mango, and then reload here. See, it didn't display anything here because mango is not available in this array. And so now you have a better clarity about all these methods, this push method, unshift method, pop method, shift method, and index of and includes. I hope that you all are now very clear about all these topics. And this is all about the session. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.